10. The Faceless Whale Sea Creature. In late April of 2021, on Broadhaven South Beach in Pembrokeshire, Wales, residents discovered a 7-metre-long unknown sea creature that was estimated to weigh an incredible 4 tons. The body of the creature was in a severe state of decomposition, which made it extremely hard to recognise. It appeared to be brownish-grey in colour, with some bones that were quite exposed. It also had no clear facial structure or head, making identification of its species even more difficult. The Marine Environmental Monitoring Organisation shared pictures of the creature on their Facebook page shortly after its discovery, where they also stated that they believed it could be a type of whale due to its size. However, once experts arrived at the scene to further inspect the creature, they realised and determined that it wasn't a whale, but instead a sea animal called a basking shark. They were able to corroborate this conclusion with the fact that one of the bones they found on the creature's body was a vertebrate, seemingly identical to that of the ones basking sharks have. They couldn't determine it for sure, however, so they sent samples in for further testing. The experts are still waiting to see what the true identity of this mysterious sea monster is, but they're not positive they'll ever know how the creature died and ended up on shore. Number 9. The New Zealand Sea Monster. Found on Pukahina Beach in the Bay of Plenty in New Zealand, this bizarre finding fueled wild rumours of an undiscovered sea monster being brought to light. The corpse of this animal had a large head, flippers, and most noticeably, rows of long, sharp teeth. But the beachgoers who made the discovery were unable to figure out what animal it was exactly because of how far the body had decayed. One visitor to the beach uploaded a YouTube video of the creature, asking if anyone could identify what it was, leading to many theories. Eventually, a marine life expert named Anton van Helden was able to come to the conclusion that the beast was most likely an orca whale, an animal commonly sighted in the Bay of Plenty. He told newspapers that he was able to pinpoint this based on the fin structure of the creature and how it compared to orcas. This situation drew attention to the large number of sea creatures that have washed ashore in many places at advanced stages of decay, which led people to assume they were an undiscovered species, or sea monsters, based solely on how decomposition made them completely unrecognizable to most. 8. The Hollingworth Lake Monster. In the year 2015, a mysterious fish washed up on the shore of Lake Hollingworth in Greater Manchester, England. The fish was 1.5 meters long with a large triangular-shaped head and razor-sharp teeth. The creature sparked a frenzy across various social media platforms, with some speculating it was an ancient sea monster that had washed up from the depths of the lake. Others argued it was merely a dead pikefish. Many people out walking and visiting near and on the lakeshore caught a glimpse of the strange fish. One man, Johnny Beckett, was shocked to stumble across the beach while on a date with his partner Suzanne. He said that at first glance, he thought the animal was a crocodile because of its size, and his first instinct was to start taking photos of the beast once he got closer to it. Another man, Myron Simenskaj, posted his own pictures of it online, asking if anyone knew what it was. The argument that the fish was only an oversized pike started due to the fact that pikes inhabit the lake and are regularly seen, and that some pikes can grow up to 1.2 meters long, which led some to believe this one was just a particularly large outlier. This didn't convince everyone though, and some residents of the area have vowed to stay away from the lake from here on out. 7. The Scotland Sea Creature. In 2013, David Mackland and some of his family were walking along the shore of Easthaven Beach on Scotland's east coast. However, their relaxing trip took a turn for the strange when they stumbled upon the dried-out, decomposing body of an unknown fish-like animal. Mackland told the UK Evening Telegraph that he estimated the beast was between 1.2 to 1.5 meters long and at least a foot wide. He assumed it to be some species of eel, but he was still pretty shocked since he had rarely ever seen a large sea animal washed up on the shore like this. Online theories began to roar about what the animal could be, with some claiming it was a pike, eel or shark, and others saying it was the Loch Ness Monster or a dinosaur. Those are pretty bold suggestions. St Andrews aquarium expert Stephen McKelvey theorised that the beast was either an oarfish or a conger eel, two species that had been spotted near Easthaven Beach in the past. Mackland later returned to the beach after a few days to help clean the creature's corpse up and send it to the St Andrews Aquarium, where professionals were able to identify it as the previously mentioned conger eel. Oh, not Nessie. Do you believe in the Loch Ness Monster? Let us know in the comments below, and if you're liking this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe buttons if you haven't already. 6. The 2012 marine monster. In March of 2012, Folly Beach in South Carolina saw a massive, bizarre animal wash up on its sandy shores. The creature had tannish-brown skin and patterns of green and yellow spread throughout its body, but the strangest thing about it were the bony plates that extended in lines on its sides. While the exact length of the creature wasn't properly recorded, it's estimated to extend at least 3 meters. Like a lot of washed-up carcasses, it carried both a salty stench and an air of mystery. Speculation ran rampant, with commenters suggesting that the creature was everything from a dinosaurian sea monster to a toxic-spawned mutation to a chupacabra. Scientists, however, were somewhat more skeptical. Dr. Shane Boylan of the South Carolina Aquarium was able to determine that the creature was an Atlantic sturgeon, one of the oldest bony fish in the world, that's existence can be dated all the way back to prehistoric times. They've also been known to be massive in size as well, sometimes getting up to 4.5 meters long and weighing over 230 kilos, which accounted for the sheer size of the beast. Number 5. The Beast of Tenby. Unlike many of the previous findings on our list, this discovery didn't appear to be a fish-related creature. Found on South Beach in the town of Tenby in Wales, this strange creature was completely hairless with 4 clearly defined limbs. A 27-year-old man named Peter Bailey was walking his dog, Maisie, on the beach when he came across a body he assumed was that of another dog. He called in local authorities, who quickly arrived at the scene. Bailey said his dog was the first to spot the creature, rushing up to it and running around in circles and chasing a tail. At first, Bailey assumed it was a Jack Russell Terrier, but when he got closer and had a better look at the body, he saw it was something else entirely. The carcass was extremely bloated and had the face of a horse, bear-like claws, and a body shape and stature that resembled a pig. Dr. Dan Foreman, a professor at Swansea University's College of Science, believed the creature was a badger because of its size and the fact that it had 5 claws on each foot. A spokesman from the Pembrokeshire Council said he thought the animal was a dog that had become bloated over time due to exposure to the salt water, but to this day, no one seems to be 100% certain on what this creature could be. 4. The East River Monster. In the summer of 2012, a New York City resident walking along the East River under the Brooklyn Bridge discovered a very strange animal carcass. She took photos of the body and uploaded them online, where speculation instantly kicked off. The New York City Parks Department issued a statement claiming it was a pig, but people had doubts. Some pointed out that it couldn't be a pig because of the animal's feet, and that its toes didn't even come close to resembling the hooves pigs have. Cornell University animal expert Paul Curtis told the press that he believed the body was that of a small dog that had fallen into the river, drowned, become bloated and disfigured because of the water, and then resurfaced. Animal Planet personality and River Monsters host Jeremy Wade also chimed in on the subject, stating he didn't believe the body was a pig either. Most people simply said it was a giant bloated rat because, well, you know, New York. 3. The California football fish. Beachgoers at Crystal Cove State Marine Area in Laguna Beach, California, spotted a bizarre fish washed on shore in early May of 2021. The fish was pitch black in color with a large gaping mouth, sharp teeth, and a long appendage sprouting from the top of its head. It was identified as a Pacific football fish shortly after pictures of it had gone viral on social media, and animal experts began to point out how rare it is to see any species of anglerfish in person, seeing as these fish usually stick to the deepest parts of the ocean and rarely venture up towards the surface of the water. They were also able to confirm that this specimen was a female football fish because of its size and coloration, as female anglerfish grow much larger than males and are the only ones to have the protruding stalks on their heads. Did you know that? They use these stalks to produce a bioluminescent light that allows them to attract prey in the dark, deep sea waters they live in. The fish's body is currently in the hands of the California Fish and Wildlife Department, and it is being kept for research purposes to study and further understand these interesting and elusive creatures. 2. The Ainsdale Beach Mystery. On July 29th of 2020, a man discovered a large, smelly carcass on the shore of Ainsdale Beach in England. The anonymous man said the animal had both fur and flippers, which made it seem especially odd to him. The Ainsdale Community Facebook group shared images of the body, and debate sparked over what in the world the creature could be. Some thought it was a deformed whale, while others thought it looked like a horse, cow, or even an elephant. That seemed a bit far-fetched. Eventually, the creature was confirmed to be a whopping 5.4 meters long. Some online users have even more interesting and wild theories, with one poster thinking it was a woolly mammoth and another wondering if it was a whale that ate a cow. Stephen Aliff, a senior advisor at Natural England, stated that the creature has yet to be identified. He stated that it appeared to be some species of whale, but the decomposition of the body was at such a poor state that it would be hard to fully identify the specifics of it for quite some time. The animal's remains were eventually removed from the beach with the help of an animal removal company, and they are now being studied, though no conclusive statement on the species of the animal has been shared with the public. Number 1. The Montauk Monster. On July 23, 2008, 26-year-old Montauk, New York resident Jenna Hewitt and 3 friends were out together at Ditch Plains, a beach roughly 2 miles to the east of their town. Hewitt said she and her group were looking for a place to sit and set up all their stuff when they noticed a group of people gathered around something. They got closer and saw it was a bizarre, hairless creature. Hewitt was able to snag a photo of the creature, which ended up being featured in an article about it in a local paper. It was said to be about the size of a cat. East Hampton Natural Resources Director Larry Penny claimed the body was that of a raccoon that was missing its upper jaw. Hewitt and a group of friends were also interviewed on the local TV network Plum TV, where they provided further details on their story and opinions on the creature. The story continued to gain traction after that, with multiple weblogs and newspaper companies picking it up until it even reached national news. It eventually began to reach urban legend status. In terms of what the Montauk Monster actually is, initially some people speculated it was a shellless turtle. Others thought it was a dog, raccoon, or some kind of rodent. The most widely accepted theory now is that it was a bloated, hairless raccoon carcass that had been severely affected by water damage. Hey, thanks for watching. What's the creepiest thing you ever found on the beach? Anything cool or freaky enough to be on a list like this? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time. Bye!